Hey guys, back with another update. I'm not sure exactly how much has changed since the last update that I put on. Like I said, I work pieces at a time. I did find this little 3D printed lantern that I had printed way back when. Decided to put it on the shelf. This little bead right here, which I used a glue dot to hold it onto the shelf. It's a porcelain bead, but it looks like one of those little lucky cat statues. I have the dragons up here. For now, I just put the dragon art down at the bottom since I didn't really have a place to truly hang it. I think the artwork is the same. I'm not sure. I might have added, I know I added this one. These I just laid on the floor. I'm not sure if I want to leave them there, if I want to hang them on the wall. Same with that one. Those came from the Mini Brands Masterpieces, and they were doubles of ones I already had. I attempted to make the cushions. This one, well, this one kind of looks like a mess. But, yeah, it was the best I could do at the time. And I was attempting. I'm not very good at covering these things. This one came out the easiest and I think looks the best besides the fuzzy one over here. So I might go back and try to create other cushions for the thing. But that's what I have so far. Over here is my Weeping Angel. I got her repaired. I got her set up. But around this border of the sort of balcony area, I want to add greenery. So I'm going to go out into the shed today, try to find my greenery supplies, and see what I can't do in here. All right, let's go down. Okay, as you can see, Grandma Barbie over here is setting up a sword, and I haven't figured out what to put on these two shelves just yet. I do have this that I printed, Ways of the Warrior, and I'm going to glue it up on the wall over here, much like I did. Sorry about that. The light went off. Okay. Much like I did with the Gems of the World that I printed out, cut out. I have an idea on how to glam that up a little bit. Just haven't gotten to it quite yet. But I haven't really done much on that side either. I think this might be the only new thing that I added since the last video. I really got to go back and see what was in the last video. I don't know if I had shown you that before. I hung up a postcard in this frame that I thrifted. And I did paint my turtle and add him to the shelf. Oh yes, my trash can. So I finally put trash and a little symbol on it so that the trash can's ready to go. That's going to go downstairs. The only thing I think I'm going to do next is paint or put on Mod Podge, the glossy version, over the top just to give it added protection so it doesn't peel off. But there's that. These go down there. So like I said, as far as this, I need to put Ways of the Warrior onto the wall to kind of show off. Or, it's either going to go on this wall. Oops, and I just knocked over the sword. Or I'll put it at the top of this wall up here. We'll see which one ends up working best. So, that's that update. I did find some other weaponry-like things that I would like to add in. All I know is it's a ninja dagger. If you know the name of it, tell me. I did have a sword. I have this arrow. I have this katana that I 3D print. No. I can't remember if I 3D printed this one. No, I think that was one for my kids. I was attempting to use a piece of plastic from the back of a frame and hot glue to make a sword stand. But I kind of think I might scrap that one because it didn't seem to come out quite the way I'd hoped. So with that, we will go down one more level and I'll show you what I'm working on down there. Let's go down. Okay. Here we are down in the first floor. I don't remember if the plant was there or not. I just stuck a hook into, I have these little eyelet hooks from jewelry making. I just stuck one in there and then I used a jewelry connector thing, whatever you call them, to hang the flower pot from the wall. I added a flower to it. I just pushed it in and then glued it. So there's that. Over here in this corner, she's kind of a cosplayer and she's showing us how we can work the, we'll call it an IKEA desk. Although my husband said that's not accurate. It should be parts on the floor with someone scratching their head going, what do I do now? But I'm going to call it my modern IKEA desk. I did put this together using some dowels that I had. This is a thick piece of cardboard covered in paper, and I just realized I turned it in the wrong direction. It is off balance, so I have to lean it back, but I think it works for now. I'm going to move her over here for a sec so I can show you. This my mother sent. I want to put a different sticker over it, or at least cover up the McDonald's. This came from a Happy Meal thing that you can get, but it's so cute. I love how it moves, and like I said, I want to cover up the McDonald's logos or whatnot, but it has a card reader attached to it. Screen can move up and down. That's going to be over here as a sales point. And then this took a lot of time. My husband said it's borderline snowflake. But I cut up the guide from the art, the masterpiece art. I cut up all the little pictures that were inside of several of them that I had. So I glued cardstock to the back to make them thick so they would hold. And then I had this magazine rack that came from, I have no idea what. I don't even know if it says. Let's see if I can read this. Jakks Pacific. So some type of Jakks Pacific toy set from way back when. But I ended up putting them in to look like either reprints of the art or postcards of the art. And then I put them in here. They will be on the desk so that as you're checking out, you can purchase your postcards and your art as well. Okay. Let me move these things out of the way. All right. If we go over here, I have not done anything. As a matter of fact, I forgot to print the label of Landmarks of the World to put on the wall. But let's see. I don't remember if I had shown you, but the angels are here, the artwork on the wall. I'm going to put another thing on here. The next project I'm working on is taking this, and I cut off the bottom of the doll because she was already broken. She was missing both legs. I think I'm going to cut her arms, and then I'm going to put her on top of this and turn her into a sort of Venus statue, much like this. I'm going to paint it. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the hair because this hair is so cheap and does not want to hold any type of shape. But I'm going to give her a sort of Greek goddess look. Maybe I'll just drape the hair over her since I have to cover up somehow. And then paint her and give her that stone look and then glue her to the base. And then she's going to go in the Gems of the World section up top. So there's that. That's on my list to do. This is my interactive screen. I'm about to glue on the label for the top. I also have learning station for the bottom. I've covered it, sort of. It keeps trying to peel. But I covered it with the those stickers you get from the Dollar Tree to give it a finished look around the edge. And then what I'm going to do is glue it either in here, or I was thinking I might put it in here. And I'm going to do it at kid level, so I'm not sure where yet, but it's going to be one of those interactive displays that kids can hold and, or kids can touch and learn from. That's on the list. All right, what else did I have to show you? Oh, my daughter was given a whole bunch of these. These are teeny tiny little stickers, and you put them onto a card that's shaped like something, and you fill them out to look like 3D room images. And my daughter got a whole lot of them. And she used them. She set them up the way she wants them. We're going to get her a frame so she can display them. But she gave me the excess stickers that she didn't want to use in her thing. I cut out tiny pieces of cardstock and glued onto the front. Onto the back, I'm going to put the lines that you would normally see on a postcard. My husband said I want a little snowflake, but I think they're adorable. And I made several just for fun. I guess I was kind of bored. This one came from one of those Jolies stickers that you get in, what do you call them? The scrapbooking section of the hobby store. There was a front and a back sticker. I just stuck them together and glued it to make sure it stayed together. But it looks like an already filled out postcard. Oh, and here's my last postcard. The cat trying to climb onto the table to get to the bread. So, I did make those just to use up the stickers. I thought it was fun, and I don't know, I was kind of bored, and this has been a slow process. The other thing I have for places around the world is this. I wanted to hang it from this hook that I stuck into the wall over here, but I have to find another metal piece that I can bend to my will to attach it to the hook. So we'll see if I can manage that later. As far as the museum goes, that's really all I've accomplished. It hasn't been much. It's been very, very slow, but that's where I'm at. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back later. Bye.